Donc, on recommence. On essaye de voir si ça change quelque chose ou pas. Euh, Alors, donc, ça a l'air de marcher. On recommence. Ça a l'air de marcher, donc on va lancer le live. C'est parti. Alors,
And another thing, Master. Have you caught the villain who wanted to kill me?
No, I haven't. I didn't catch the villain who wanted to kill you. He got away between the brush and the steep twists of the path.
But why?
I don't know. Not yet, I don't. But I suspect we'll find out soon enough. Fair enough. It's late. Let's head for the Abbey.
ok. Euh, Alors, bienvenue sur ce jeu d'aventure, The Abbey. Alors, comme on a pu voir, attends, j'ai baissé le son. Comme on a pu voir dans l'introduction, on a essayé de tuer on a essayé de tuer Bruno. On ne sait pas qui c'est, mais on a essayé de le tuer. Et on n'a pas réussi à trouver donc celui qui
This is
en
Bruno,
voulait.
my novice.
Celui qui en voulait à sa vie. Donc Bruno, apparemment, c'est le novice de nous. Et nous, on sait pas qui on est. On va bientôt le savoir, je suppose.
These gates guard one of the most eminent and enigmatic abbeys in the kingdom. The impregnability of its library is legendary, both for those who might seek to destroy it, and for those who merely wish to study it.
D'accord.
These gates guard one of the most eminent and enigmatic abbeys in the kingdom.
Donc il y a la porte. Ah, il faut sonner. Il faut ouvrir.
This rope is attached to the bell.
Oui, ben.
This rope is attached to the bell.
Actionne. On peut pas l'actionner?
That's the bell which announces to the brother acting as gatekeeper that someone is waiting outside the door.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Croix. Ah, c'est l'inventaire, d'accord.
That doesn't work.
Il faut que je trouve les
There surely
mécaniques.
must be a more efficient system of knocking than having to bash against this massive door which is twice our...
Les mécaniques, je les ai pas encore trouvées. Clic droit, peut-être. Ouais, c'est ça.
We have been impatiently awaiting your arrival, brother Leonardo.
Ok. Donc on est frère Leonardo. Alors, qu'est-ce que je vous dis? Je regrette sincèrement le retard. Nous avions un petit accident. Quelqu'un a-t-il quitté l'abbaye l'année dernière?
I sincerely regret the delay, brother.
It's all the same to me. I have explicit orders from the abbot to wait at the gate to welcome you, even if that means spending the whole time out here on a devilish night like this.
Quelqu'un a-t-il quitté
Did anyone
l'abbaye?
leave the abbey last night?
The compline prayers are already over with and everyone's asleep, brother. You'll notice during your stay just how strict the schedule is at our abbey.
We had a little accident.
The path is filled with danger, brother, not only due to the difficult lay of the land, but because on nights like these, robbers and thieves have the perfect conditions to commit their evil deeds.
Take a good look at us, brother.
Egidio,
What loot could they hope for from poor monks like us?
the horse, and the donkey. Come in, come in. I'll take you to your cell so that you can lie down. You can see the abbot tomorrow.
D'accord, donc il y a plein de voleurs apparemment dans le coin. Ce serait peut-être eux qui en auraient voulu à la vie de Bruno. Mais bon, on se doute que c'est sûrement autre chose.
Brother Leonardo, it is an honor for this humble abbey to be allowed to welcome you.
Father Abbot, if the honor is as great as your modesty, I don't think I deserve it. This is Bruno, the son of the Count of Capra Negra.
Where were we? Ah, yes, the young man who would like to be initiated into our abbey.
Father,
We have brought a gift from the Count. A gift? What is it? What is it?
A book that shows the Count's interest in...
No, a book. I think I get the point. He's very interested in seeing his son have a successful career with the church.
Father, these days a book can be a great treasure.
Brother Leonardo, as with many others, news of your wisdom and perception has reached my ears as well. As there is a matter which does worry me, I would very much like to discuss it with you.
Ok, donc il veut nous parler d'une affaire très importante. Alors, qu'est-ce que je dis? Qu'y a-t-il quelque chose? Y a-t-il quelque chose? Qu'y a-t-il quelque chose pour faire avec le décès de votre ancien portier? Voilà. C'est pas une traduction officielle, hein. Je vois que les traductions ont un peu de mal. Je vois qu'il n'y a pas de traduction officielle, donc là j'ai pris les sous-titres sur un site de sous-titres. Et visiblement, c'est un peu approximatif. Parlez-vous d'exécutions nocturnes? Parlez-vous des excursions nocturnes que vos moines font?
Are you talking about the nighttime excursions your monks make?
What do you mean by that?
Yesterday we were attacked by a monk, and there aren't too many monasteries around here.
I regret any such incident, but I'm sure that your eyes and the dearth of light caused illusions that deceived you. Once the prayers for Compline have been said, the monks are not allowed to leave the Abbey.
Is that right?
All of the doors are locked tight, and the only ones who don't sleep in the Artificium, where the monks' cells are the brother gatekeeper and myself.
It's true. We were not able to see his face. But one thing is certain. Whoever it was wanted to prevent us from speaking with you about the death of your former gatekeeper.
But how?
I just spied Aegidius walking towards the cemetery with a wooden cross on a cart. I put two and two together and deduced that a monk must have died recently. And as Aegidius was the one who waited for us last night, and the duties of a gatekeeper normally have nothing to do with those of a gravedigger, it's only logical that the deceased must be the gatekeeper.
But why do you suspect that something curious is attached to that death?
An accident wouldn't make you uneasy, and if the situation dealt with a suicide, you wouldn't bury him in consecrated soil.
Well, well, I see that word of your fame is more than just idle talk.
Father,
Brother Leonardo, running an abbey is no simple task, and in times like these, preserving the righteous faith of the community is even more difficult. Day by day, the people become less God-fearing, and the devil sows his seeds on the fertile soil of doubt and fear.
Ok, donc le portier je sais plus son nom a été tué, et apparemment quelqu'un a voulu nous empêcher d'essayer d'en savoir plus à ce sujet-là. Mais on va essayer de mener notre enquête. Essayez-vous de dire que l'ignorance est une vertu. Le doute doit être lutte avec l'étude diligence.
doubt must be fought with diligent study.
Knowledge can be a devastating temptation, too. Especially at an abbey like ours. A fortress of wisdom and knowledge.
Ok. Pourquoi? Attendez. Hop. Alors, comme n'importe quelle forteresse, il a vraiment ses fêlures. Oui, c'est une jolie prison, j'en suis sûr. Et hop.
And like any fortress, it does have its cracks.
As you know, the archives of our library hold ancient and extremely rare copies of the most important writings of Christianity. Bibles, epistles from many saints, scriptures from significant blessed figures, written down to enhance the love of our Lord. It is our duty to preserve these precious books. And that's why access is denied to everyone except the librarian and his assistant.
Ok. Qui s'initie, vous croyez le point mortel du portier. Que vous croyez le point mortel du portier. Oh là là, mais ça veut rien dire.
Does that mean you think the gatekeeper's death points to the library?
There are rumors that strange things are going on in the library.
Ok, des choses étranges dans la librairie qui seraient peut-être dues, enfin qui auraient peut-être causé la mort du portier.
What kind of rumors?
The servants and common folk put faith in those kinds of superstition. They lack the necessary understanding to illuminate events concealed in the darkness of sin with the light of knowledge.
But it's obvious that we are presently not talking about rumors being spread by illiterates. What incidents?
Happenings of a supernatural nature. Who would doubt that a monastery is the best place to corrupt untainted souls? Perhaps evil is lurking like a predator after its prey.
And what do you think about that?
If a shepherd is told that a wolf is on the prowl, wouldn't he gather his flock and stand guard? Whatever I think is beside the point, but the monks are uneasy, and after Anselmo's death, all the more so.
So you want me to look into those rumors?
I'd like you to use your perceptive mind to find an explanation. As perceptive as you can be, and as discreetly as you can be.
Là, c'est foire, ça veut rien dire. J'essaierai, ok. Je suis tout pour éclat. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ces traductions? Bon, j'essaierai.
I'll try.
We thank you, Brother Leonardo.
But I will need something.
Exemptez-moi, s'il vous plaît, de prendre part à la messe. Je dois être capable de questionner la fraternité sans restriction. Bah plutôt ça, ouais.
I must be able to question the Brotherhood without restrictions.
As long as it doesn't disturb the brothers' work, they will be glad to help you.
I thank you. Please exempt me from taking part at Mass.
In a battle like this, I'm not sure if you should make do without having the power of prayer at your side.
I am grateful for your concern, Father. But if there's one place at this monastery where I certainly won't find any demons, then it's the church.
All right, as you wish.
I need permission to enter the library.
But the rule is very strict with regard to this. No one is allowed to go.
If everything points to the library and strange things are happening, don't you think it could help me to find out the truth if I were allowed to go in there?
I am sure you'll find a way. Lucifer already roams freely about the Abbey. There is no need for you to do so as well.
La fin marche rarement seule, comme vous devriez savoir. En ce moment, ce n'est pas Lucifer qui me fait inquiéter. Et ça, je dis une fois, trouve la feuille et vous trouverez des fruits de la terre sous elle. On va aller à une petite citation. Ça devrait
A
pas-
wise man once said, "Find the leaf and ye shall find the fruits of the earth beneath it."
Brother Leonardo, this is Segundo, our prior.
Brother?
Brother Leonardo, the responsibility I bear demands that I not only keep the faith of this monastery, but that I safeguard its treasures too. The rules that forbid entry to the library serves that purpose, and I cannot permit people to walk in and out as if it were a marketplace.
But
Your mission is to investigate the death of Anselmo the gatekeeper, and to find the signs of the devil in this matter.
then please excuse me, Father. I have a job to do.
Ok, donc Pars One Scriptorium Deliberationis. D'accord, on est là. Donc c'est ici que commence vraiment le gameplay apparemment.
There's a saying where I come from. If the prior makes merry, then what are the monks up to? Brother?
Listen well, brother. I ask you to please conclude your investigation as rapidly as possible, because I'm not going to tolerate things like this at my abbey any longer. Was that sufficiently clear?
May I remind you that I stand under the abbot's command?
As do I. That's why I'm telling you.
Ok. Donc lui il a pas l'air très commode quand même. Ok, bon bah... Pour l'instant on va partir. Hein. Pour l'instant j'ai pas l'impression qu'on puisse faire grand chose ici. est-ce qu'on va?
No. Nothing interesting? Nothing interesting? May he rest in peace. Good day to you, brother. Good day to you, brother.
All right already. I'm old, but I'm not deaf.
Then why didn't you reply?
These young people, always in a hurry. I don't know what you want, youngster, but I doubt it's as urgent as caring for Clotilde. You're not wilting, she is.
But brother, I have an extremely urgent mission to fulfill.
More important than Clotilde? Have you taken a good look at her?
Yes, I'll take a look at her. And I don't want to offend you, but...
All right already. Whatever. So what can an old man do to help on a mission of such importance?
Alors. Pourriez-vous me dire... On va déjà
My
se
name
présenter.
is Leonardo de Toledo. And you are?
De Toledo, eh? How do things look in France nowadays?
No, Toledo is not in France.
Honest, it's not? What a shame.
Now, yes, right. As I see, you're the gardener.
Very observant of you, young man. Correct. I am Brother Arcadio, and as you can see, I take care of the plants at the Abbey. This garden is flourishing, and I planted it. The region is rather dark. We only get a few hours of sunlight here. That's why I try to spread a bit of joy around the place.
You've truly done good work, brother.
I have, haven't I?
Ok.
Have you been at the Abbey long?
Avez-vous été dans l'abbaye depuis
Yes,
longtemps?
my whole life. One rainy night I was left at the entrance to the monastery when I was no more than a babe. It's been my home since then.
Oh,
Hang on. Or was I already a young man when I first became a seminarian? I don't remember anymore. Oh well, it's not important either. I like the other story better anyway.
Est-ce qu'il peut me renseigner sur la mort du portier?
what can you tell me about the gatekeeper's death?
Gatekeeper? We never had a gatekeeper here. Someone has given you the wrong information, brother.
But Anselmo.
Poor Anselmo. His death was a hard blow to the monastery. As for the gatekeeper, I'm afraid I can't help you there. Could it be that you've got your abbeys confused, young man?
Do you know what he died of?
Yes. A censer fell and hit him on the head. That must have been painful.
Why do you say it was such a hard blow to the Abbey?
The death of a brother is always hard, especially when the person involved is so young. The Lord shouldn't come for us before our time. Isn't that right, Clotilde?
Do you think Anselmo's death was peculiar?
Peculiar? Peculiar? Did you hear that, Clotilde? Could be that this young man knows what you and I know.
What are you referring to?
Don't interrupt me. I'm talking to Clotilde. Yes? Perchance he learned about something that has to do with Brother Anselmo's death from you. What did you say? We should tell him. Are you sure? No. Whatever you say, Clotilde.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle... il parle à une plante. C'est débile. Qu'est-ce qu'elle lui a dit, la plante?
Who was it who let Clotilde wither away?
Quiet down. Be quiet. Clotilde can hear you and doesn't want that known. She's afraid. I understand that. She's defenseless.
But what are you talking about?
What were you thinking, Clotilde? It's all right now? Or why not before? Ah, you don't trust this young man. Why not? Yes, quite lively. Just as it should be, but certainly friendly and polite enough. Ah, the little boy.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle dit, Clotilde?
What is Clotilde saying?
Clotilde says she may only confide our secret to the boy accompanying you.
Master?
Come closer, my child. So now you know it. Don't tell a soul. It's a secret.
The plant didn't say a thing.
Oh, is that right? How odd. I have no more questions about Anselmo.
Excellent. We'll let Anselmo rest in peace. He's earned it.
What can you tell me about the gatekeeper's death?
Gatekeeper? We never had a...
But Anselmo...
Poor Anselmo.
I have no more...
Excellent.
Ok.
If you've been staying here for so long, then you'll know quite a bit about the Abbey.
Yes, the problem is remembering. My memory is not what it used to be, though it was never very good. I recall that there was once... no, to be honest, I don't remember at all.
Do you know if a death similar to that of Brother Anselmo's has ever occurred in the history of the Abbey?
Why do you ask, brother?
Just asking. But if an accident like the one Brother Anselmo had ever happened in the past, then there might be a connection between the two.
A connection? No, I don't really. Censors don't make a habit of falling on people's heads with us. I would remember that, at least I think I would. Poor Clotilde. Her leaves are not what they used to be anymore, either.
Do you recall any cases of crime at the Abbey?
Yes.
Yes?
We once had a cook who nearly did us in. His best dish smelled like musty bog mud and tasted even worse. Thank the Lord he became a missionary. One day he announced that he was going on a pilgrimage to the Orient to feed the poor children.
Now that's courage for you.
Yes, one needs courage for that. As if they didn't have enough troubles already. Anyway, we have a new cook now. Have you tried any of his dishes yet? They're magnificent. The only thing is, I just can't seem to remember his name.
I have no more questions.
It's probably better that way. Then I don't need to put so much strain on my memory. We're too old for that by now, aren't we, Clotilde?
Ok. On n'a pas pris grand-chose.
I would like to talk to Clotilde.
I believe your presence is intimidating her, brother.
The first impression was deceiving. It's not her fault.
It seems like it. I don't know why. You can give it a try. Come closer. Talk to her.
Pas sûr ce qu'elle a dit. Elle avait quelque chose.
She had something quite interesting to say.
You mean that about the demon living here at the Abbey, don't you?
Demon? Yes, that's it.
What else did she say?
What this demon has done.
Oh, yes. Clotilde knows of it. Of course she does. She owes her sorry state to him. The devil let her wither away. But she wasn't the first to succumb to the devil, no, gentlemen. And she won't be the last either.
What do you mean by that?
The devil abides in these walls now. A good place for him, isn't it? A high cliff with no opportunities to escape. It's clever, very clever. We're all going to die, one after the other. Oh, yes, and the boy shall be the first.
Brother, please.
I see fear in his eyes. The devil always begins with them. You know that, don't you? First the weak, and then...
I think that's enough.
Whatever you say. But one must always remain vigilant. Beware, mind you. He never takes his eyes off you. Oh, yes. You never leave his sight.
I'll let you work in peace. Thank you for your time.
All right, it doesn't matter. Poor Clotilde.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Comment on sauvegarde? Ah, ici. Save. Ah oui. Ça va sauvegarder? Ah ouais. Je suis pas sûr, hein. Ça a l'air bizarre, bizarre, bizarre.
I don't see anything special. Here is where Bruno sleeps.
Ok, donc ça c'est notre chambre.
I haven't slept so peacefully at an abbey since I was in San Rodrigo. The cells all look identical.
Une chambre.
The cells all look identical.
Ok, je sais pas s'il y a quelque chose à faire ici.
The cells all look identical.
Là-bas, il n'y a rien. Bon, on retourne en bas. On va aller vers le clocher.
The mechanism is fairly simple. All one has to do is pull to make the bell ring. Egidio is in charge of doing that, not me. I thought one would find a masterpiece of wrought art in the belfry of Nuestra Señora de la Natividad. Something that could be compared with the censer. Although...
Ok, ok. Il n'y a rien d'intéressant, quoi.
Not even a trace of some evidence. Not even a trace of some evidence. Saint Torquato, a bishop and martyr from the 1st century. This church is dedicated to him. He was a famous missionary. May he rest in peace.
Ok.
Here is where one enters the chapter hall.
D'accord.
This is the way down to the crypt.
Ok, ça a l'air fermé.
It doesn't seem to be any common candle. It's very soft.
Master, what are you doing? Did you steal a liturgical object from a church altar?
Silence. Not a word. If you open your mouth one more time, I'll send you off to Egidio to muck out the stables.
Ok, on a récupéré une bougie, super. Pour l'instant, on va mettre là.
There'll be time. The Duke of Sicard has already done enough for this church. May he rest in peace.
Rien d'intéressant. Bon. Je pense pas qu'il y ait grand chose à faire ici. La fonte de
No.
baptême.
The baptism font. There's no water in it at the moment. It's only filled to celebrate the Paschal Vigil. This is the way down to the crypt. It's been locked with a key.
Pour l'instant, on va retourner par là. L'église, 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 la sortie. La bibliothèque.
It could be that our presence disturbed him. Brother,
Yes?
I am Leonardo de Toledo. What's your name?
I'm Godfried of Trentino.
It seems like you're a bit nervous.
Of course! You scared me half to death.
I'm sorry, brother. It wasn't my intention to startle you. Are you all right again?
Yes, nothing happened.
Are you the librarian?
I'm not the librarian, just his assistant. The brother who takes care of the library is Marcello, the one over there. He can help you with anything you want. As you can see, I have a lot to do right now.
Were you hiding yourself?
Ooh, me?
That's the impression one gets. But it could also be that the columns of this building aren't as stable as they look. And that's why it needs a special support.
I was just resting a bit. Yes, that's right.
He's lying, Master. He wasn't resting.
Bruno! I beg you to forgive the boy. He's the new novice at your order. With time, I hope he achieves the stature all the other brothers at the Abbey have reached.
At the moment, the only stature he's achieved is with the size of his tongue.
I'd love to look at the books you're carrying.
I'm sorry, but I must archive these books right away. Work just grows and grows.
So, is there an urgency for working with the books? I've heard a great deal about your famous Abbey library.
Yes, of course. These here are commonplace books. Dialogues, tracts on art, and several compilations of manuscripts. Nothing special.
No matter how commonplace they may be, as a rule, there is something interesting in each and every book. I've heard that you have some of the most beautiful copies here for safekeeping, and that they're being cared for excellently.
No! I mean to say, yes, Surely. If you'd like a special one, all you need is to say so. Yes.
I'll make a note of that. May I ask you a few questions?
And my answer would be, I'd be delighted. But I have a great deal of work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
I have work to do too, at the abbot's bidding.
All right. But be brief.
Tell me about Anselmo.
Anselmo was a great monk. I wish I could have gotten to really know him.
Really know him?
Yes, all I mean is, how should I put it? I didn't know him well. He was very reserved, but there's no excuse for the lack of respect that the other brothers treated him with.
As I see, he wasn't very popular.
No, don't get me wrong. Anselmo was a well-read man and very intelligent. He fit perfectly into the Abbey, except that he wasn't very likable, and that irritated the others a lot. But that wasn't the reason why he was killed, was it?
Ah, so you believe that Anselmo was murdered?
No. What do you mean by that? I don't know, but that's why you're here, isn't it?
I'm here to cast light on the truth, whatever that may be. Do you think that harmony reigns among the brothers?
We all try to do our work the best we can.
I don't doubt that, and that's not why I'm asking either.
Then what do you mean?
I don't know. Did the brothers argue? Any particular incident?
Nothing to speak of. The usual, I'd say. A small complaint to the cook when the soup was served cold. A slight reprimand from Marcello when I was late with work.
I don't know. Could someone have a motive to carry out a dispute like that to the bitter end?
No! For heaven's sake, definitely not. This place of peace, our relationships are supposed to be based on mutual respect and practicing the gospel of our Lord.
Supposed to be? Is that perhaps not the case at all?
I didn't say that. I was referring to... Oh, well, you know what I mean.
That's all I wanted to know. For the moment, I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Don't mention it. But if you'll excuse me now, brother, I have a lot to do.
Ok, je vais arrêter là pour ce soir parce que je suis fatigué quand même. C'était un test de live sur ce jeu d'aventure. Et moi je vous dis une prochaine fois. Allez, salut.